Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhana Dana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodhana Dana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhana Dana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodhana Dana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhana Dana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janarandana Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Madhava ki, Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Jaya Om Vishnu Pada Paramamsa Parivrakacharya Stotra Shata Shri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, BBT founder Srila Prabhupada ki, Mantra Upasaka Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Samstapakacharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Senapati Bhakta Srila Prabhupada ki, Preeminent Shiksha Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, save up the whole world Srila Prabhupada ki. Jaya Om Vishnu Pada Paramamsa Parivrakacharya Stotra Shata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Shri Shri Gopa Gopinath Shamba Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki, Mayapur Dham ki, Ganga Maya ki, Yamuna Maya ki, Tulsi Maharani ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Sama Veta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Gaura Premanande. All glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 17, entitled Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth. We're reading text number 33. You can repeat after me. Sargadi Yo Asyanurunadi Shakti Bir Dravya Kriya Karaka Chetanatmabi Tasmai Samunada Niruddha Shaktaya Nama Parasmai Purushaya Vedase Sargadiyos Nyurunadi Shakti Bir Sargadiyos Yanurunadi Shakti Bir. Dravya Kriya Karaka Chetanatma Bir. Dravya Kriya Karaka Chetanatma Bir. Tasmai Samunada Niruddha Shaktaya. Tasmai Samunada Niruddha Shaktaya. Nama Parasmai Purushaya Vedase. Nama Parasmai Purushaya Vedase. Sargadiyos Yanurunadi Shakti Bir. Dravya Kriya Karaka Chetanatma Bir. Tasmai Samunada Niruddha Shaktaya. Nama Parasmai Purushaya Vedase. Sarga Adi. Creation, maintenance and dissolution. Ya, one who, Asya, of this material world, Anurunadi, causes, Shakti be, by his own potencies, Dravya, physical elements, Kriya, senses, Karaka, controlling demigods, Chetana, intelligence, Atmabhi, consisting of false ego, Tasmai, unto him, Samunada, manifest, Niruddha, potential, Shaktaya, one who possesses these energies, Nama, obeisances, Parasmai, unto the transcendental, Purushaya, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vedase, unto the cause of all causes. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki. My dear Lord, by your own potencies, you are the original cause of the material elements, as well as the performing instruments, the senses, the workers of the senses, the controlling demigods, the intelligence and the false ego, as well as everything else. By your energy, you manifest this entire cosmic creation, maintain it and dissolve it. Through your energy alone, everything is sometimes manifest and sometimes not manifest. You are therefore the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport. All activities begin with the creation of the total energy, the Mahatattva. Then, by the agitation of the three gunas, the physical elements are created, as well as the mind, ego, and the controllers of the senses. All of these are created one after another by the inconceivable energy of the Lord. In modern electronics, a mechanic may, by pushing one button, set off an electronic chain reaction, by which so many actions are carried out one after another. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead pushes the button of creation, and different energies create the material elements and various controllers of the physical elements, and their subsequent interactions follow the inconceivable plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Hari Priya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, previously, or prior to this verse, Bhumi, Mother Earth, personified, had no intention to surrender. Instead, seeing that Maharaj Prithu had the intention to kill her, Bhumi decided to blackmail the good nature of a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She brought forth the idea that she was innocent. She was a woman, and Bhumi had even taken the form of a cow. This was done in order to take advantage of Prithu Maharaja's compassion. Amongst people who consider themselves as followers of God, or those who consider themselves atheists, these individuals view religion differently and practice religion or avoid it according to some perspective. For example, the saintly people see religion as a means to overcome the limits of the mortal body and achieve a higher form of existence. In the Ramayana, we have Vishwamitra Muni, a very powerful sage that is known as a Brahma Rishi. Even among saintly people, he was called a saint. But Vishwamitra didn't start as a saint. Vishwamitra was an ordinary king, and he thought that being a king means that he was a big-time personality. Unfortunately, Vishwamitra got into a feud with Vasishta Muni and was humiliated. So Vishwamitra decided to dedicate his life to become powerful like Vasishta Muni, or even better. Vishwamitra left all the opulences of his kingdom. He left his wives and so on, and he took on the process of yoga. After tens of thousands of years, religiously practicing yoga, he was promoted from being an ordinary king to being a saintly king, a Raja Rishi. But Vishwamitra wasn't satisfied. He had to become powerful like Vasishta Muni. Only then will Vishwamitra be satisfied. After tens of thousands of years, people would regard Vishwamitra as a powerful Brahmana. And Vishwamitra continued practicing yoga until he finally achieved his goal of becoming a Brahma Rishi. For saintly persons, religion means to break the limits of the human body and become a higher form of existence. And in Kali Yuga, the superficial idea is to be good and to do good, and at the end of your life, you will be promoted to the heavenly planets, where you will become a higher form of existence. For the aristocracy, religion means etiquette, an etiquette that separates me from animals and from human beings that are no different than animals. Sometimes we find that devotees take Brahman initiation, and the false ego also gets a promotion. I am a Brahmana, I am better than you. I am a Brahmana. I pass stool once a day. I bath twice a day. I chant Gayatri 3 times a day. I follow 4 regulative principles. I worship the Lord with 5 nectars. I control the 6 senses, including the mind. I honor the 7 mothers. I practice yoga for the 8 opulences, and so on. I am very civilized. But you are Shudra. After passing stool, you don't even take bath. You are no better than an animal. For unscrupulous men, they take their high birth as a means to treat others like slaves. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. But for virtuous men, it is an etiquette. Then one has to learn, and that allows you to develop yourself and become better than what you was previously. For the mercantile community, religion means business. I can scam the needy by selling to them hope for a better future, and in that way I can fill my pockets with their hard-earned money. In the West, it's understood that if you want to become rich quickly, you must open a church. Even here in Chatsworth, one street will have 10 or more church gatherings, the same religion, but not the same community. For merchants, religion is a business. For the poor man, religion means hope of relief from suffering. Suffering is a broad subject that describes pain. Every year, the price of commodities goes up. Every year, the competition for employment gets tougher. Every year, the location of where you live and where you work gets wider. On top of that, you have to deal with theft and bullying and psychological distress. For such people, religion is hope for a better future. If I become pious, then in the future all the pain will go away. Unfortunately, for some people, they don't even have that as hope. They see no way to turn their lives around, no opportunity to take advantage of. So with no means for survival in the material world, they choose to end their lives. For the poor, religion means relief from suffering. For the pious and sincere person, religion is an entanglement. Religion is an entanglement because unscrupulous people can take religious principles hostage and blackmail you to do things that are against your will. Over the years, sometimes we will find someone who goes to the home affairs up the road for whatever reason, and for some reason they are short of money. So after leaving the home affairs, their next destination is to come to the temple, particularly the book counter. They come and say that they are short of 10 rands or 20 rands or something like that. They are expecting that whoever is at the book counter will give them money. One Mataji feels sorry for that person, so she opens her purse and gives the beggar 20 rands. Sometimes you refuse to give any money. I can't give you this money from the book counter. This is Krishna's money. I don't have permission to use this money. Sometimes when someone comes and begs for money and they are refused, they get agitated. And when they are leaving, you can hear them making comments in passing. I thought the Hare Krishnas were nice people, but see how they are treating me, like that. Once there was a situation at the gift shop. One Mataji was behind the counter, and she was casually approached by two guys who wanted change for 100 rand note. So the Mataji was agreeable. She had fished out change worth 100 rands. And while she was doing that, the two guys were talking about some miscellaneous topics. That the Mataji got distracted, and when the men left, she was going to put the money away. She realized that the men had taken the change worth 100 rands, and they took the 100 rand note and they disappeared. They had scammed her. So there are people like that who take advantage of a devotee's kindness, and this leads to devotees being cheated. Sometimes when pious people are taken advantage of too many times, they stop participating in religious events and may even lose their faith. Lastly, for atheists, religion means enslavement. Religion has too many rules and regulations. Restrictions are preventing me from behaving the way I desire to behave. I cannot enjoy my senses because the scripture says it's bad for me. But when I enjoy my senses or enjoy the pleasure that is derived from using the senses, it makes me happy. So why would I keep restraining my senses and prevent myself from feeling joy? Instead, I would build up resentment and animosity towards religious rules and regulations because I feel cheated by that religion. That religion is holding me back from finding happiness. For atheists, religion means to be chained or enslaved. So Bhumi had previously run away from Prithu Maharaj, which in turn made him angry. Prithu Maharaj began chasing after her, and while doing that, Bhumi began using religious injunctions from the Vedas as hostages to control Prithu Maharaj. First she hid behind the idea that she was innocent, that she was poor, then hiding behind the idea that a woman shouldn't be killed. And Bhumi had taken the form of a cow in order to invoke Prithu Maharaj's compassion, because the cow is a sacred animal and listed as one of the 7 mothers. But Prithu Maharaj wasn't having any of that. He became like Yamaraj and prioritized duty before soft-heartedness. And he became more angry that when Bhumi had seen Prithu Maharaj, she saw that he looked like anger personified. Bhumi became scared of Prithu Maharaj, so much so that her body started trembling. And she knew that if she didn't take any action at that moment, she would surely die. Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj was saying that a certain kind of leader can inspire a certain kind of reaction from their followers: fear, desire, duty, or love. And in this particular scenario, where Prithu Maharaj is angrily chasing down Mother Earth, he is invoking fear in Bhumi. Bhumi, having tried all her tricks and failed, there was no other option for her than to surrender. Rake Krishna, Mare Krishna, Rakeke. If Krishna wants to protect you, who can kill you? If Krishna wants to kill you, who can protect you? So Bhumi surrendered to the incarnation of Godhead, Prithu Maharaj. In this verse, she begins flattering him. Everyone is weak to flattery, and this includes the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada said that when making a request to the Lord, first you need to glorify Him. Then after offering Him prayers of glorifications, at the end you can make a request. So Bhumi is glorifying Prithu, and she is praising him as a supreme mystic, one who can manifest, maintain and dissolve the material creation. Prithu Maharaj had already admitted that if he killed Bhumi, he can maintain the population by his own mystic power. One of the common reasons why we as conditioned souls exist in the material world is because we desire to be like Krishna or even better. And so Krishna had placed us here in order to act out our desires. In order to act like Krishna as a creator, maintainer, and destroyer, it requires mystic power. In the time Maharaj Prithu was still on this planet, having mystic powers was a common affair. Every Brahmana and Kshatriya had mystic power, and they could create, maintain and destroy in different degrees. In the previous canto, we read that Kashyapa Muni created a flying castle along with 50,000 maidservants for his wife Devahuti. Vishwamitra Muni from the Ramayana was so powerful that he created a parallel heavenly planet with its own demigods. But power can't be used without cost. Vishwamitra had exhausted all his punya, all his pious merit, including the good karma that was maintaining his current body, and he nearly died. Vishnu fortunately saved him just in time. The lesson is that you cannot use power wantonly. Once you do, you become responsible for all those who are affected. There's a quote from the comic book industry. Everyone must have heard it at some point in their life. With great power comes great responsibility. Even Krishna makes this point in the Bhagavad Gita. I am without duty, and yet I am engaged in duty. Because if I don't engage in duty, I will be responsible for unwanted population. Something like that. So Bhumi had a big position. She also had mystic power. She could also create, maintain, and destroy. But she didn't act responsibly. And Prithu Maharaj was ready to correct her. As we read in the previous chapters, since the appearance of Prithu Maharaj, he is seen as a very responsible person, even rejecting glorifications if it weren't true. In the future, we will see Prithu Maharaj engage in the Ashwamedha Yagya, and Indra will keep stealing the horse that's used for the sacrifice. And Prithu Maharaj will tolerate. He will do his best not to waste Krishna's energy. Only after when Indra's activities goes overboard does Prithu Maharaj take action with the intention to kill Indra. And only at that time Vishnu, he comes to protect Indra. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead tells Prithu Maharaj that he doesn't have to perform the fire sacrifice. Vishnu tells Prithu Maharaj that he doesn't want Prithu Maharaj to take up the responsibility of Indra. Instead, the Lord wants Prithu Maharaj to finish his business and to come back home, back to Godhead. So Bhumi had indeed been corrected. If you look in the wild, the elephants and their herd with their big-sized bodies are not starving to death. The whales in the ocean eat tons and tons of food. They are not starving to death. It's only in human society that humans suffer from poverty and starvation. It's only animals that are in contact with human society that suffer. There is no lack of food provided by the earth, but there is also no lack of rogues and thieves who want to make a profit, and they are the ones who prevent the supply of food from reaching everyone. So I'll stop over here. Are there any questions or comments? Granted Srimad Bhagavatam ke, Srila Prabhupada ke.